Hi guys, excuse my extremely wet hair. I literally just got out of the shower because I had a phone call just when I was about to go jump in the shower. Someone rang me and so I'm running late. Sorry guys, how are you? What's going on? Hi everyone, sorry I'm late and sorry my hair's so wet. Virgo Queen's here. RHDD. Oh, Bet's here. I don't have my mug. Got my old boring mug. Janet's here. Sorry, darling, I was running late. I had a phone call. Someone rang me and I jumped in the shower very late. I couldn't get on live with my hair looking the way it was. Love your hair. Oh, it's called soaking wet. It's literally soaking wet. I don't use the hairdryer much. I usually just let it dry. Hi, guys. How are you? I'm fine. How are you, darling? Loz, how do you have such strong belief about manifestation? Because you look at your life, darling, realize you created it all. Ta-da! You're a master manifester. Okay. Darling, you manifest all the time. You just don't realize it. Look at your life now. Is there anything in it that you don't like that maybe you might have thought might happen? Or you've got broke-ass thoughts, so you're always broke and living paycheck to paycheck, or you've always been told money doesn't grow on trees, so money doesn't grow on trees for you, and you can never get any money, and you're always broke because you have broke-ass thoughts, or every relationship you've ever been in, they end up doing exactly what you anticipated. That was you. Ta-da! You manifested that. That's how I've got such strong belief in it, darling, because I know what I already did, which was a whole lot of crap I didn't want, unknowingly manifesting. Now we're just trying to knowingly do it. Hi, Loz. What's your big three? I'm just curious. What's your big three? The fuck's that mean? What's my big three? Big three what? Big three what, darling? Hi, Loz and everyone. Oh, hi, Christy. I'm so glad I caught you so I can listen on my drive home. Oh, wonderful, Tyler. Yay. We had our one-to-one the other day. There are two people who've got one-to-ones on the weekend with me who haven't paid and haven't connected with me. I'm going to cancel their appointment today if they don't bloody pay me. What are their names? Patty and someone else. They mean big threes in zodiac signs. I don't fucking know what that means, guys. I'm not into that shit. I'm just a Virgo. That's all I know. Zodiac schmodiac. Guys, it doesn't affect you unless you believe it does. If I stop with a certain type of self-concept affirmations, that part of my life goes to shit. Rosie, exactly. Guys, when you stop and you let the old thoughts creep in, it's not like something you need to do for the rest of your life, but you have to let it sink in enough that it becomes a new belief, and you have no control over that. So until such time as you feel like your self-concept is like Meghan Markle levels, don't stop doing those self-concept affirmations, guys. Honestly, trust me. The amount of people who are letting themselves slip because they feel so good, then they get cocky, or they feel, I don't need to do this anymore, this feels like a job. And then those insidious old thoughts will just creep back in. Ha-ha, there's a hole in the gateway, we're creeping back in. Then you're back where you started. Astrology, sun, moon, I don't know any of that stuff, darling, sorry. All I know is I'm a Virgo. Neville has a very famous story about a person who went to get an astrology reading. The woman did his chart, everything blah, 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 blew out the window. She picked up someone else's chart, read it to him. His life turned out exactly as that chart. And then years later, she found the chart in the garden for that man. But because he'd listened to it, his life turned out that way. Your hair looks so wavy. Oh, thanks. I just went like this when I got out of the shower. And it had hardly any conditioner, so it's probably it's very fluffy. My best friend is Virgo. No wonder I really like you. Oh, we're pains in the ass, darling. Virgos are pains in the ass. We're perfectionists. We notice every little detail. I'm annoying to work with. Sometimes. Well, I used to be. I'm probably not anymore. My best friend is a Virgo. Oh, I saw that one. When I started manifesting my ex back, communication got less. Any tips? I never met a Virgo I didn't love. Really? Darling, if the communication got less, it might be because you had a fear that it would. You might have had a fear that that would happen. You've got to assess, what was I thinking? Guys, when they drop off, you've got to think, well, hang on, what was I thinking? Oh, this is too good to be true. They've come back. I wonder how long this is going to last. And then that's when it drops off because your fear is generating that. My SP has a girlfriend. Oh, well, that's not good news. How do you know that? Is it hearsay? Do you see it on socials? Da-da-da-da-da. Guys, it's just a third party that you created with the shitty thinking about not feeling good enough, not being good enough, not being chosen, and they might choose someone else, and then ta-da, they have. So either you accept that, go, well, I created that shit that I don't like, and you just imagine you and he together, and ignore the circumstance, or you go and find someone else and don't understand that you created this. It's up to you, darling. I can't tell you what to do. If you have a cancellation of your calls, is there a wait list? No, guys, I haven't created a wait list, but I'm trying to cut down the calls. I used to do like 30 calls a week, and I just can't keep up with that at the moment. I've got so much stuff going on. So I've cut it down to about 18 to 20 a week. And even that, I'm struggling. So at the moment, there's the whole of next week's full, I think. And then the week after is available. Okay, so unless someone cancels, I think someone cancelled the other day at 8 p.m. my time on Tuesday. And I'll probably cancel these 2 people on the weekend. So there might be 2 cancellations coming up Friday and Saturday, which would be Thursday night your time and Friday night your time, American time, okay? So if I cancel these 2 people because they haven't connected with me and they haven't paid, there'll be 2 left on the weekend, Thursday, Friday, American time. My fears stopped communication with SP, but I've decided we are now talking again. Yes, exactly. Remember, everyone, that there's no competition in your reality. Yes, guys, you're creating the competition by thinking there is some. Just don't think there is any, and then there won't be. It's like me being on this account and thinking, oh, I've got to compete with Kim Velez, or I've got to compete with whoever else talks about law of assumption. I'm not in competition with them. They're teaching similar stuff to me. Yay. Like if I start freaking out and thinking, I don't have enough views, blah, blah, blah. Well, I have less viewers than some of these other people who just started after me because they cram out content all fucking day. Like they spend all day just doing spammy videos about stuff that, well, anyway, I won't say, but some of it's from my videos, okay? And then I would look at that account or any accounts that are newer than me and go, if I was in a competition mindset and think, oh my God, I'm not doing enough videos, I'm not this, I'm not that, but I'm in my own lane. Guys, you've got to be thinking that with a third party. Okay, so someone turned up, but I'm in my own lane. There's no girl like me. No one could possibly know him like me, love him like me. No one compares to me, right? So you've got to do that in business and in life. If you have a competing business, you will constantly be trying to up the competition. Why don't you just do your own thing, be in your own lane, and you will succeed always that way in business. So it's the same in life, guys. There is no competition. If you create competition, you'll constantly be trying to better your other people, and you won't innovate, and you won't create in business because you're constantly looking at everyone else instead of just doing your own thing. Makes sense. That's why third parties, there is no competition, guys. How do you change the story / ignore the 3D? How do I change the story / ignore the 3D? They're 2 different things. So changing the story is I'm focusing on the new story, right? But ignoring the 3D is the more you focus on the new story, the more the 3D doesn't bother you because you know this is going to come about and this is old and laggy and you created it. So you just focus on that. It's like 2 different things, darling. There's the ignoring it or accepting what it is and focusing on the new. They're 2 different things. You can do them in tandem, okay? I'm irreplaceable. Yes, I love that one. I am irreplaceable. Does everyone understand what I mean there about no competition? There really is no competition in your reality. Only you create it. If I thought I was in competition with others, then this wouldn't be fun for me anymore. But I like doing this because I don't consider myself in competition with anyone else. Understand? So if you see yourself as in competition with a third party, that bitch will always stay in your reality and be with your SP because you keep focusing on the bitch because she's apparently competition. Just ignore her altogether or just go, well, I accept you. I created you, but I'm better than you. There ain't no competition in my reality because I'm the shit. Right? Where are you based? I'm in Perth, darling. I used to live in London and before that Sydney and now I'm here. Remember, everyone, there's no competition. Yes, I love that. And it's been hard to keep thinking good because, 1, I'm pregnant and a hormonal and I have OCD. Oh, what's this, Megan? God, what's going on? Does that affect my manifestation? Because I really get bad negative thoughts. All right, darling. If you're pregnant, okay, and you're hormonal, you can't help that. But what I want you to do is try, if you can, when you're feeling anxiety, when you're feeling the negative thoughts, try and do things to curb that, like EFT tapping. I have nothing to fear. It's just my imagination. I have nothing to fear. Doing here. Collarbone, okay. Here. Here, 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 hold your wrist. Go and listen to Brad Yates on YouTube about EFT tapping, emotional freedom technique. It's very, very helpful. You tap that shit out. You can tap your affirmations in, okay? And the Ho'oponopono prayer or doing some guided meditations to calm your negative thinking down, darling. And the other thing you need to do is do your positive affirmations in your brain every single time those negative thoughts pop up. I don't care how fucking hormonal you are, you still have control over the fact that you can jump in with a positive thought. That's all your affirming is, jumping in when you have the negative thought, darling. Don't give pregnancy an excuse to just throw all your self-concept down the toilet. Okay. My ESP doesn't want to be together because of his own legal issues. Do I ignore them or affirm them away? It's nothing to do with his own legal issues. Guys, what part of this don't you get? Anything they say is your thinking out of their mouth, your fears out of their mouth. Oh, he's got this legal thing going on. He probably doesn't want a relationship. He's so busy. He's so preoccupied with this at the moment. He just doesn't have time for me. And then he goes, I don't have time for you. I've got this shit going on. And then you go, oh, okay. Oh, he's an alcoholic and he's got all these issues and his dad just died and la la. The amount of fucking excuses I hear. And people send me 10 pages, reams of shit about the recipe. Oh, and he's got this going on and this going on. And I write, I couldn't give a shit. Could you just tell me about your childhood? It's completely irrelevant. It is literally your brain finding an excuse as to why you're not chosen and wanted. Oh, here's another reason, darling, why you're not chosen and wanted. Because he's got legal shit going on, which makes him focus on that, and you're not a priority, and yet again, you're not chosen, you're not the priority like you always have been your whole life. Ta-da! Proof of that. I know people got legal shit going on. They still have relationships. What are you talking about? Guess whose SP told her today that no day has gone by while we were apart that he didn't think of me? Really, Penny? No day has gone by while we were apart that he didn't think of me. Oh, Penny, that's wonderful, darling. And were you saying, he's always thinking of me? Yes! That's how it works, guys. They'll turn around and say, I just couldn't stop thinking about you. I drove past your house and I don't know why. I just couldn't stop thinking about you. Ha-ha, motherfucker, because I put that in your brain. Wonderful, Penny. Love it. Why do our random thoughts manifest even if it's not our dominant thinking? No, your random thoughts don't manifest all the time, darling. They have to be pretty prevalent, okay? You don't just think one thought and it becomes an assumption and then it becomes reality. I could say right now, I'm an alien. I don't become an alien straight away. That's not how it works. What thoughts are you referring to? They might be tied to your self-concept and then they'll happen quicker. Tell me what they are and then I'll tell you why. That's lovely, Penny. Manifested a date with SP tomorrow. Oh, Joyce, you. Yay. Any tips for that? The tip is you're the fucking queen. You step in there with queen energy. You Meghan Markle yourself up before you walk in. You listen to my 2 queen affirmation videos. If you can't find them, guys, they're in my Facebook group under affirmations. The one with the crown on the head and the one with the yellow shirt. You queen energy yourself up. You walk in there as if he cannot wait to see you. She cannot wait to see you. And they love you. That's why they're there. Right? My SP sent me a good morning text and I was thinking, I'm the opera power. I'd like to hear from him. Oh! Wonderful, darling. So many success stories today with the SPs. Do you like the lullaby method by Neville? Oh, I keep forgetting about that. Yes, guys, it's kind of like, the way they talk about it, is it more like you're drifting to sleep and you're saying it as you're drifting to sleep like a lullaby? You're just saying it over and over and over again like a lullaby and drifting yourself off to sleep. Is that what they call the lullaby method? I can't remember. They talk about this in the Free Neville group a lot. Actually, I don't even know if Neville called it that. I think Greg Markovich coined that term in the group. Tell me what you mean by that. Is that when you kind of lie in bed and as your monkey mind is turning off and your subconscious is wide open, you repeat it like you're telling yourself a lullaby as you fall asleep? Is that what you mean, darling? I think that's what it is. I'm stumped. I don't want to get cancelled. How do I pay? Email didn't contain link to pay. Oh, email didn't contain link to pay. Yes, the email when you first get it, darling, but you've got to connect with me on Facebook Messenger or Skype so we can actually have the call. And when you do that, I send you the PayPal link. But I also would have sent you an email after your booking with the PayPal link and the links to the Facebook group and my Skype. If you haven't got that, go back in your email. After you book, you get the confirmation email, but you get another one from me. Go and look in your email. You would have got that. Okay? And you've got to connect with me, guys. Otherwise, how do we have the call? I'm not going to go searching around for you before the call on Messenger or Skype. If you haven't connected with me, you're fucked. Like, how do we have the call? So everyone's got to read the instructions when you book the booking, guys. You've got to read the instructions. It says, connect with me straight away so I can send you the PayPal link. And you've got to connect with me for the call, darling, okay? Loz, my SP, number 2, spent the weekend here. Oh, I affirmed the entire time he was here, so smitten. You mean the first one or the second? You mean the second one? The newer one? The newer one? When did we have our last call? Yay, darling! Love it. And you're affirming the whole time they're there. That's what you're meant to do, guys. Affirm while they're there. Affirm while they're standing in front of you, in your brain. They don't know you're doing it. Wonderful, Pamela. Going to have to tell us more. How much should I affirm the new story with my SP? Just when negative thoughts come up, or 10 to 20% of my affirmations throughout the day? It's up to you, darling. Depends how prevalent that shit is. If it's jumping into your mind, making you feel bad about yourself, jump in. Guys, I can't tell you how much of your brain space you need to take up with this shit. I don't know how much your subconscious is thinking of it. Okay? But you'll know the new story feels right for you and natural to you when you're literally not thinking about the old one anymore. You're still thinking the old one, we'll think of the new one more. Okay? What are we saying, Miriam? Yes, about what? There is no competition, I'm the prize. Yes! Oh, what's this? Manifested a date with SP tomorrow. Oh, I saw that one. How do you reprogram your conscious mind, Jazz? Everything I told you to do on that call, darling. You're doing the affirmations. That's reprogramming. You're going in with new thoughts to cancel out those old fucking thoughts, darling. That's what reprogramming is. You need to give it something else. Oh, thanks, kid, darling. You need to give it something else to think about. Your brain can't exist in a vacuum. That's all affirmations are, guys. They are new thinking. It's not an activity. It's new thoughts to replace the old shitty thoughts that have been there forever. And eventually, after you do them repetitively, these old thoughts have to go away to be replaced by the new ones. Then they become beliefs in your brain, but you have no control over that. That's why you have to keep repeating it and doing it over and over and over and over and over. You've been thinking all that other shit over and over and over. That's how you got programmed to be the person you are, Jazz, now in the first place, with all your shitty thinking from childhood and all the things your parents showed you and all the ways they treated you and the way life showed up for you from a child. Now you have those beliefs. You have to cancel those fuckers out with the affirmations. You have to step into the state every day, guys, that you are this new version of you. I am the new version of me. I am the best version of me. I'm not the old version of Jazz. Old Jazz is gone. Old Jazz is dead. That's why you write out the old story of yourself, guys. Write out your childhood and get rid of it. You want to step into the new version, don't you? You don't want to be held by these old subconscious beliefs for the rest of your life, do you? It's like reprogramming a computer program, guys. It has to have updates. You have to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. You don't just do affirmations a few times and then hope that it's gone. That old shit will sink back in straight away. It's a constant battle, guys. And I hate to say the word battle, but if you've got really negative thoughts, it is. Okay? You have to fight that shit. I don't want to get cancelled. Oh, yeah, I saw that one. It's all right, darling. Just go check your email and there'll be the link to PayPal in there, or messenger me or Skype me today and I'll send you the link. You say we think shit things that happen in our 3D. So when our mum went missing, did you think it? So when your mum went missing, did you think it? Yes. Yes, so I always had the fear that my mum would go missing because she's got Alzheimer's. It was always a fear of mine. And actually, on the Friday, I think I manifested this completely, because on the Friday, before she went missing on the Sunday, she was sitting outside around a corner where they couldn't see her at the reception desk. And I went inside. I said, you can't see her there. She could go wandering off. I don't want her sitting there anymore. And then 3 days later, she wandered off. It's like, guys, you'll think, oh, I don't want to have a car accident in my brand new blah, blah, blah. And then you'll have, I don't even want to say it. Right? I have a protective bubble around my car at all times, I say. I have a protective bubble around my car at all times. From scratches, from anything. I don't even want to anticipate or say that sentence. See what I'm saying? So yes, darling, you anticipate all that shit. Unfortunately. Like, that's why I don't watch the news. People go, oh, you don't manifest sickness. Don't you? How many times a day on the news they talk about illness, latest strain of cancer, this or that, COVID, fucking COVID. It's just brainwashing about illness. And then during winter, you put on the news and there's Sudafed ads and Demazin ads and like to get your flu shot and oh, I'm going to get a cold, I'm going to get sick, oh, winter's coming, I'm going to get sick. Hello from Patagonia, Argentina. Oh, hi. I know I manifested that. Well, what did you manifest, Mr. Sony? Oh, I just saw your beautiful picture. Darling, is this Marissa? Marissa was going to start her modelling career, and literally like a week after our call, she got put in a magazine as a model. And there's a gorgeous picture. Put it in the Facebook group, darling. It's gorgeous. There's this gorgeous picture of her in this pose in a magazine. Stick it in the Facebook group, darling. I love it. Yes! Stick it in the Facebook group. Everyone wants to see it. It's such a cool, cool photo of you, darling. I love it. It's so funky. You look so hot in it. Hello from Waco, Texas. Oh, my God. I haven't watched the news in a month. Yes, Miriam, don't. Hi, Loz. Did you try self-concept while falling asleep? If so, how did you go? Yes, I did do it last night, Brody. I did. And I did it as I woke up this morning because I did it as I was trying to fall back to sleep because I woke up at 3. So the night before I slept all the way through and I keep waking up in the middle of the night at the moment. I think I have a lot of stress going on in my brain. I keep waking up. So the night before I slept all the way through, but last night again, I woke up at 3 a.m. I normally wake up about 3:30, 4:30. So as I was trying to go back to sleep, I was affirming like counting sheep to try and get myself back to sleep. Just like you said, it's a great, great thing to do, guys, because your monkey mind is turned off as you're drifting off and you're drowsy. That's like the state akin to sleep that Neville talks about. Try it, guys. Brody was talking about it in yesterday's live and it really worked for me to get myself back to sleep. And then the cat jumped on me and woke me up again. How can I affirm for my boyfriend to propose to me? Imagine you're married, darling. Don't worry about the proposal. People get proposed to and they get broken up with before they even get married. Do you want that or do you want the wedding and the marriage? Right? So many people imagine engagement and then all they get is engagements. Right? They imagine proposals. Look how many times J-Lo's been engaged. She's only been married once. She's been engaged 6 times or something. She must really be big on engagements or imagining the proposal. She's not imagining the marriage. Okay? Imagine you're married to him already, darling. That's what you need to do. Then how you get proposed to will come about. Did she come back? What, my mum? Yes, she did. I was just talking on the phone to my aunt about it because I hadn't told anybody except my brother. And she was beside herself. They were all like, what? I manifested my sunglasses being stolen from my car in under 12 hours. I remember we were on a train in Italy and my brother and I had our heads out the train and we're having such a great time. We're like, isn't this lovely? And I turned around and look at my brother and his head's out the train. Next minute, his sunglasses went off his head. Broke into 1,000 pieces in the air. And he was like, oh, fuck, they were really expensive. So he never, ever bought an expensive pair of sunglasses in his whole life again after that. It was so funny. I unknowingly manifested my now ex-boyfriend after my partner died in 2007. I cried every night. Oh, I unknowingly manifested my now ex-boyfriend after my partner died. Why were you crying about manifesting him? What do you mean? You cried when he left or you mean you cried when he turned up? God, I hope you didn't cry when he turned up. But darling, are you saying that when your partner died, you were very sad and so you manifested a new person? That's wonderful. Good for you, darling. Know your power and know you can get them back. Because you manifested them in, darling, you can manifest them back. Okay? How do you manifest 2 SPs? You just imagine you're lovable, you're wanted by every man that you want. Every man I want wants me. Okay, you can visualize with both of them in the scene. One scene for one guy, one scene for another guy, or them both talking to you and telling you how much they love you. You can. How can I manifest him coming back to me? I don't want you to say come back to me, darling. I want you to imagine he's here already, you're already together. You never broke up, or if you did, you got back together. If that's too clangy in your brain, you can say he's coming back to me, he's moving towards me, he has to talk to me, or he doesn't feel right, he's constantly texting me. But I want you to imagine he's your person, he's not going anywhere. Go and watch all my lives, guys. If you're really confused about this and you're trying to get your SP back, please go to the Facebook group. The link's in my bio. There's 130-something live videos in there. Plus, I go live every Friday on Facebook, so there's lots of those videos too. I go deep, deep, deep into getting your SP back and self-concept, working on your self-concept to get your SP in a lot of videos, almost all of them, especially number 25. And then number 41 is about changing the old story about the breakup. Guys, go watch her self-concept videos. Self-concept has made the absolute biggest difference. Yes! Yes, my darling! Do you have your YouTube channel? No, I don't. Not yet, guys. I will do it soon. I just don't have time. Everything's in the Facebook group, guys, so just go there. How can I do to have a job that makes me happy? Love you, by the way. Oh, so, darling, you just say, I love my job. I love my job. It's everything I ever dreamed. I have my dream career. And then how that job comes about, either your job that you now got improves or you get a new one. So far, 2 exes have reached out. SP is next. Oh! Lots of birds. I keep visualizing cute summer dates with my SP. He came. Came what? Came what? Oh, imagine those summer dates, darling. Yes. Amazing videos on Facebook. Oh, thanks, darling. Yes, guys, I save all of these in there. If I tell him I'm done and leaving him alone, can I still say my affirmations on him and us? Well, about fucking time, Jerica, that you're leaving him alone. You're annoying the fucker. I keep seeing your questions in the group. You keep sending them for approval to the main page, which, by the way, I won't approve because I have to go in the Q&A for him. If you're bothering him and the guy is saying to you, stop acting like we're in a relationship, what do you think he fucking means? He means stop acting like a needy nut. Please stop acting like a needy nut. And yes, leave him alone and then let him miss you. Work on your shitty self-concept that's causing him to push you away in the first place, and then ta-da, he'll be back. But he's not going to be back if you keep calling him, texting him, acting like a needy bitch. He'll do nothing but push you away and be like, can you stop acting like we're together? I told you we're friends. Why do you keep acting like this? That's why he's doing it. Because you're coming from needy, desperate energy. Oh, if I let go of him, I'm going to lose him. If I stop asking him where we stand, I'm going to lose him. If I stop texting him, I'm going to lose him. That is what's making you lose him, darling. That attitude, that thought. You've got to assess where that shitty self-concept is coming from that's causing you to act so needy and desperate and forcing the 3D. Stop fucking forcing the 3D. Everything you just said here, in there, don't say, I'm done. Just leave him alone. You don't go and force it. I'm done. That's a manipulation thing. And then he'll be like, well, fine, I told you to be done ages ago. Fuck off, bitch. Don't go saying, I'm done. Just leave him alone. Yes. And let him come towards you and do your affirmations. Yes. Yes. 1,000 times yes. When are you going to book a call with me? God damn it. It's so hard to persist in a new story when they come back but show up as old self sometimes. I know, guys, but you just got to look at it and be like, well, I created you. I know it's really hard not to react, guys. I'm the world's biggest reactor. My amygdala kicks in and I act like a fucking nut. Okay? Because it's your self-concept stuff that makes you react like that. You've got to try and get a handle on it. I love the truthfulness of this live. Oh, good. Hello, Loz. Can I say we love and respect each other for general about me and SP? Yes, absolutely. How to manifest my SP moving back home instead of somewhere else with someone else. He loves living with me. He loves living in blah, blah, blah place, whatever the town's called that you live. He can't imagine his life without me. He needs me around him 24/7 or he doesn't feel right. Things like that. I got my SP back using your technique. Oh, did you, Yvette? Yay, darling. What did you do? Tell us. Yay. Oh, congratulations. I was listening to Something's Coming by Babs. Your voice is similar. Oh, where you going? I did listen to a terrible amount of Barbara Streisand when I was younger. I think I know every word to every song. But darling, that wasn't me belting it. If you could hear me belting it, I would probably sound more like it, but I was singing very softly. I find it very hard to sing softly, but thank you. But I reckon that's going to be a hit on TikTok when that movie comes out. My ex-best friend and I talked after no contact of 6 months, just affirming a few times. Oh, wonderful, darling. Yay. Oh, that's lovely. Look, lots of people are getting their best friends back. It's lovely. Jennifer Aniston vibes. What's Jennifer Aniston? Me. What's the best way to shift the concept of being friends with benefits to relationships? What affirmations would you use? I just did a video about this, darling. It's about the 4th video back about friends with benefits. Go and watch it. But literally, you friends with benefit yourself with your feeling of not chosen, not feeling like the girlfriend. They will treat you that way because you don't feel like the girlfriend. And they could go and pick another girl tomorrow when they've said to you, I don't want a relationship, and yet have another relationship with another girl. What's the difference? The difference is you and what your feelings are about yourself. I'm not chosen. I'm not wanted. I'm not good enough. And your friend zone yourself. Okay? You've got to step into the state of I'm the fucking girlfriend and who wouldn't choose me? Okay? And you can stay friends with benefits with them, darling, but you have to step into the state of girlfriend and assume he loves you, and that's why he's there. And take every interaction as he loves you. And I don't mean in the 3D. You don't start saying, oh, you love me, I know I'm your girlfriend, like a fucking nut. You do it in your head. Go and watch my video, darling. And if you're really lost, go and watch all my lives in the Facebook group, particularly number 25. 100% second this. Second what? I struggle so bad with not reacting, but I'm working on that. Well, so do I, darling. Join the fucking club. It's a motherfucker. How much are the calls? 110 US, darling. Me and my SP will see each other on Sunday, Loz. Oh, is he really? So he texted you. You had the conversation on the live after the live the other night, and now you're seeing each other on Sunday. Oh, darling, I'm so thrilled for you. And 4 months no contact. And you've been watching almost every one of my lives, darling. Oh. Walk in there with queen energy. Understand that he's back because he fucking loves you. And that's all. Got it? How to affirm against them thinking you cheated. We'll just start saying, he trusts me. He knows I'm the most beautiful girlfriend in the world. I would never do anything to hurt him. He trusts me with his life. He gives his whole heart to me. He can only see himself with me. If he can only see himself with you, he'll forget all of that shit. I reacted today. Yesterday I was so confident. I shouted at him for not committing and now I'm blocked. Well, I don't know what to say to you, darling. Why? Why'd you do that? Go and revise it. Revise the whole fucking thing. He's told me he's happier without me because you think he is. First of all, darling, what the fuck is your username? Depressed Gummy Bear. It's fucking depressing. Go and work on that shit. I would change your username for a start because it's giving me the whoops. It's making me go, this girl must be really fucked up. She's a depressed gummy bear. Guys, you've got to really think what you're putting out there. Like, I'm depressed. Oh, I'm depressed. You're literally saying with your username every time you look at it that you're depressed. I know it might sound funny, but you see what I'm saying? So work on that for a start. Go and change your fucking username. Secondly, okay, everything that they say, everything comes out their mouth is a fear you once had. Oh, he might be happy without me. I don't think he likes me as much as I like him. I think he doesn't even want me. And then he goes, I'm happy without you. Guys, if you're really not getting this, please, I beg you, go and watch all the lives from number 1 to number 130 in the Facebook group. Just do a binge and you'll get this. How did you learn about the law of assumption? I literally binged Neville Goddard's lectures for like probably months and listened and listened and listened and listened because someone told me, I saw somewhere mentioned to read Feeling is a Secret. I read it and went, oh my God, why have I never heard of this before? Because I'd been listening to all Law of Attraction and then went down the rabbit hole of listening to Neville. Book the call with Loz, so worth it. Oh, thanks, Pamela. Oh, that's what people were saying 100% true. Oh, thanks. What affirmations should you say if you keep noticing they're not back in the 3D, then think you're cray? What? What affirmations should you say if you keep noticing they're not back in the 3D, then think you're cray? Guys, it's not crazy, okay? It's not delusion. If you're imagining they're back in the 3D, but they're not yet, but in your mind they are, it's your mind that matters. I know it's really hard to get your head around this, but you've got to understand that here is real and here is laggy and old and a reflection and an echo and a hologram. You've really got to get this. The 3D is a hologram, an echo, a shadow world of what you already created in your mind. So all you're going to do is live up here. Don't think it's cray-cray. It's not. Cray-cray is looking at the 3D and yelling at it. It's like standing in the mirror and yelling at yourself and expecting the mirror to change. It's like smashing the mirror because you don't like the face. Okay? After you watch all of Loz, watch Create Your Future and Arnie and Katie on YouTube. Yes, the 3 YouTube channels I would recommend, guys, are Create Your Future, Sammy Ingram, and I would say Caleb at Pluto's Gate, but he's gone a bit awry recently. The other one I would recommend is Manifesting with Kimberly that Owen said and Sarah said. I watched the video that you sent the other day. You put in the Q&A, Owen, and she's fantastic. Now I know what you're talking about. She was going off her brain in her car on a rampage. I love her. Guys, go and watch her. Manifesting with Kimberly. She's only got about 1,400 subscribers or something. She must be really new. That's why I hadn't heard of her because I haven't watched any YouTube for months since I've been doing this. So Manifesting with Kimberly, Kimberly's as well. She just doesn't go down the rabbit hole of enough inner child, like old childhood stuff for me. But Sammy Ingram and who's the other person I said? Create Your Future. Dylan James. I don't know about his actual manifestation videos, but I haven't watched many of them. I've only watched one, but his meditations are nice. I love Jim. Who's Jim? I know. To keep up my self-concept and fill it harder. Yes, please keep up your self-concept, but stop contacting him, Jerica. I can't say this enough. You're bugging him. You're annoying him. And then he's just going to go, get away from me. Stop texting him. You don't have to tell him you're going to do it. Just fucking stop. Then he'll wonder where you've gone. Guys, do you understand this notion of letting them miss you? I never over-text boyfriends. And then I get them saying things like, oh, you never text me. And I'm like, oh, how about that? Or they'll accept it. But I never fucking chase them. Chasing energy is not queen energy. Oh. Sorry, my auntie's just saying she's seeing my mum. Dylan James, yes. I haven't watched his video. Joseph Ally. Yes, Joseph Ally explains Neville very well. He's probably the best explainer of Neville on the internet. So go and watch him if you don't understand Neville Goddard, guys. Mum, what's happening? My ego is too big to chase. Yes. Is this Birds for Land? What happened? What Neville videos do you recommend? Oh, well, you can listen to his actual lectures on Neville and the Law, his actual voice, or you can go to Nevolution, written like Revolution, and listen to Lila do excerpts of his lectures. That's also really good. But I love listening to him actually talking. Like Live in the End, The Coin of Heaven, Imagination Creates Reality, any of those lectures. Is it weird because generally they don't tell us at the interview, even if you pass? Thank you. What's this? Okay, I'll leave him alone. But do you still say affirmations? Darling, you're meant to be changing your fucking shitty self-concept. You say the affirmations for you and the affirmations for you and him together. Yes. But I want you to take the focus off the fucker and focus on yourself. You could say no affirmations for you and him, and he'll still contact you eventually because you're stepping into the state of, I am so lovable and wanted. But you're not being lovable and wanted if you're constantly texting him. You're doing the complete opposite. You're going, I'm not wanted. I've got to text you. I'm not lovable. You don't love me. I've got to text you. Got it? I'm glad you love manifesting with Kimberly. Yeah, she's great. I'd never heard of her before you guys mentioned her. Success story. I manifested before job interview. The manager told me I passed to the next step. Oh, congratulations, darling. Yay. Amy. Who's Amy? Amy is great too. I don't know that person. Yes, manifesting with Kimberly. Yes. Yes, Owen. Thank you for recommending her. She's great. Kimberly's. Yes, Kim's great. Doing LOA. What? Who's doing LOA? Do I still keep affirming even though I said, oh, I'm done? Please clarify for me. What do you mean, Jericho? Yes, please keep affirming. It's changing your thinking. What the fuck are you talking about? Why are you saying you're done to him? Please don't ring him up and go, I'm done. Please don't text him like a fucking lunatic. I'm done with you. He'll be like, fuck, you're a fucking nutbag. I was done with you ages ago. What the fuck are you talking about? I told you we were done 5 months ago, but you've been incessantly texting me like a fucking nut. Guys, whatever you do, don't verbalise, I'm done with you. You just act like a lunatic in the 3D if you do that. And they go, yes, we broke up 6 months ago. What's your point, love? Stop doing shit in the 3D, Jericho, and do it in your fucking mind. Yes, affirmations. Yes, affirmations. Do them all fucking day, please, for the love of God. Christ. What videos of Neville did you watch, and can I watch them on YouTube? Yes, guys. Literally put in Neville and the Law. It's a channel devoted simply to Neville's lectures. You can listen to all of them. They are terrible quality, some of them. You've got to understand that they were recorded in like the 50s and 60s on people's little dictaphones, sometimes when they were sitting in the crowd, and you can hear the cars outside, you can hear people coughing, you can hear static. They're terrible recordings, some of them. Okay? Then you've also got to understand that he interprets the Bible, and he talks about the Bible a lot, and Christ a lot, and Jesus a lot, but he's not religious. He's not religious in any way, shape, or form. He's simply talking about what the Bible tells you, which is it's about your power and how to create. Okay? So try and get past the religious shit when you're listening to him. Because it's hard at first. You think, oh, who is this religious nut? He's not religious. He didn't belong to any religion. Okay? I tried, but I can't vibe with Sammy. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, recently her videos have gone a bit, I don't know. She's not got the same energy she used to. I don't know, something, maybe she's just preoccupied. I think she's trying to organise her wedding. I sing my manifestations, sing them all day. Oh, do you, darling? You sing your affirmations. Love it. Great ones in the Facebook group. Yes, guys, go and watch the lives in the Facebook group. Why are the two people you recommend on Create... Oh, who are the two people? Well, everyone on Create Your Future is great, I think, but Katie and Arnie, I think, are particularly amazing. Arnie talks a lot about a specific person, and Katie talks a lot about inner conversations to get your specific person. She does these meditations. She's got the most beautiful, soothing voice. Like, sometimes you're watching the videos, you can barely hear her. You're like, what is she saying, bitch? Speak up. Okay, but she's got this lovely voice. So I would put in... If you go to the playlist in Create Your Future, you can see all of Arnie's videos and all of Katie's videos. I would watch all of them first before you watch anybody else, and then all the other coaches are great too. If my sisters soar and keep running into my SP, is that a good sign? Yes, darling. When other people run into them, that's always good. That's always birds before land. You've got to understand. Okay? I feel... Oh, what's this? Oh, my God. Scrolling up. I have an interview tomorrow. I know I have it. It's already mine. Yes, Brittany! Can you also listen to his audiobooks? They are only audio. There are no video. There's no video footage of Neville talking. Nowhere in the world in the world. It's only recordings. It's a video on YouTube of a recording. He's been dead that long, guys. There aren't any videos. There's not one in the whole world. I think there might be one on an old TV series he was on, being interviewed talking to a priest somewhere, and I don't even know if it's actually video. It's all recordings, guys, audio recordings, but on YouTube. I like Caleb's older videos. Yeah, he's kind of gone a bit, I don't know what he's doing lately. He's gone down this only stick to one statement and put a feeling thing in it. I don't know where he's going with that. Same, I don't vibe with Sammy either. Really? Oh, I like Sammy. I just don't like the group vibe in there, guys, because I got kicked out of the group because a whole lot of coaches left and I was in that group and it just got really bitchy and weird and I don't know. It's a bit high school for me. And I'm older than all those girls. Alexis, Birds for Land. Yeah, Alexis. Alexis is great too. Thank you, Loz. I'll keep directing myself to the news story no matter what. Yes, darling. He's there because he loves you. He's there because he loves you. You've got to think that. Rachel Walker. Is that what I love? What? That is what I love about listening to him, is that it's just Neville's voice, very soothing. Yes, Neville Goddard, honestly, has the most beautiful voice. He's got this very strange Barbadian British accent, even though he lived in America. He's from Barbados originally. He's got this very posh kind of British accent, but not quite British. It's beautiful. And he's lovely to listen to. It's just a lovely, lovely voice to listen to. Yes, darling, I agree with you. I just think I see him as like my, fairy godfather, like protecting me. I just think he's the most beautiful soul. Have you ever done subliminal messages while sleeping to stimulate the subconscious part of the mind? No, darling, I would only create them myself because I don't know what the subliminals on YouTube are saying. I would only do trustworthy ones, guys, but no, I haven't. How do you help someone deal with grief? Okay. Look, that's hard, guys. You can say things like, I'm letting go of the sadness and holding on to the love. I'm holding on to the love and letting go of the sadness. You can say affirmations like that. You can try and remember the good memories of the person. You can live in the end of they are here, still here. Their spirit is here. They haven't gone anywhere. Just their meat suit's gone. Okay? But I've suffered from ambiguous grief for quite a few years because my mum's got Alzheimer's, so she's still here, but she's not here. It's a strange grief to feel. So, look, guys, people have just got to get through it, and you've just got to see them differently, see them as whole, like back to their old selves, back to the person who can be positive, back to the person who doesn't dwell anymore, back to the person who can get on with their life, a person who's dealing with it. See them differently for them. So dreaming about the SP and then them, what's this? So dreaming about the SP and them not leaving you alone shows it's working. Yes! They're good dreams to have, absolutely. I'm having trouble because I've been imagining my SP and their ex and I can't stop. Well, guys, if you're getting terrible things like that, you've got to jump in with your affirmations. That's when you've got to jump in with the news story as well. Read the news story of you and him, you and him, you and him to get that bitch out of your brain. Sammy gets a lot of hate, I've noticed. Oh, look, it's just because she's popular now, guys. I said that to her. Like, she was saying, oh, there's a lot of haters, and she kept making these videos. And I said, babe, stop. Hate means you're getting popular. So when you're popular, that's when the hate comes, means you're getting popular. And she went, oh. I said, so take it as a good thing. And she was like, oh, okay. Right? So don't worry about the haters. Like, I get haters now on my videos all the time. And I'm just like, oh, whatever. But she's a nice person. From what I can gather, I was on a lot of her lives and listened to her talking, and, you know, she seems like a genuine nice person. You and Sammy are friends? No, but I was always on her lives, talking to her and stuff. Have your affirmations helped your mum? No, because I think with my mum, the old story of my mum was so prevalent in my mind that once I tried to help her, I used to be in my affirmations with my mum, and she really did. Oh, okay, I'll go back. When I first tried to help my mum, I didn't talk about her Alzheimer's. I never discussed it with anybody. I affirmed for her that she was healthy. I saw her only as healthy, and she started to improve, and she really did improve. When I came back from England and she refused to do the diet I put her on and everything, the overwhelm of my, and also I went through a breakup at the same time, and I just lost it. I just mentally couldn't affirm as much anymore, and my seeing her differently disappeared, and I could only see the deterioration of her. And the more I focused on the deterioration, that's the only thing I saw, because I kind of felt like I gave up hope on her. And my brother kept saying, give up on her, give up on it, give up on trying to improve her. And I think the more I had that in my mind, the more I was like, oh, this is what happens with Alzheimer's. This is what you have to do. And kind of forgot my own learnings. But that was at a time when I ended up in deep therapy. So I just mentally wasn't affirming enough and mentally wasn't seeing her differently, so she deteriorated. But if I'd stuck to it, she wouldn't be as bad as she is now, because she was getting better when I was being really positive about it. I'm so sorry. I hope you tell us great news soon about your mum. Oh, thanks, darling. Oh, sorry to hear that. It's all right, guys. It is what it is. Have you really had people reach out to you, SPs, etc., through manifestation? Have you really had people reach out to you, SPs, etc., through manifestation? What do you mean, have I really? What do you mean, guys? Go to the Facebook group. There's so many success stories about SPs reaching out to people after no contact. Go and read them, darling. You should still keep affirming for her. Yeah, I should. Is it okay to have 55 affirmations I made and read them to myself every day? They're self-concept. Yes, guys, do as many self-concepts you like. Self-concept yourself up. I just want you to have some key ones, say 5 or 6 really key core ones that get to your childhood shit, okay? Hang on, guys. Is it okay? Oh, Sammy can be abrasive, but her message is great. Yeah, but same as me. Like, there's also another coach on there who's a fucking nutbag, and she left. And she could be so abrasive on the lives. Sometimes I was like, is she okay? Like, but now I realize why they're like that. It's because when you say the same message over and over, and then the same people are on the lives, and then they're not listening, it gets really annoying, because you're like, guys, you need to get this. Your constant doubting is causing your reality to fuck up. I can tell you and tell you and tell you, but you have to listen and you have to do it. And that's why I think Sammy gets abrasive, and why Q and the other coaches used to get really abrasive, because they would be saying it, and then people would come in the lives, oh, but he said this to me. And they'd be like, you're not listening. When you're saying the obstacle, when you're focusing on the obstacle, when you're focusing on the third party, they're going to stick around. What haven't you heard me say? So that's why they get like that, because it's actually really frustrating when you repeat yourself a lot, guys, because I repeat myself every day on these lives. You've got to understand. And when the people, especially who are old, jump in with doubts, you want to fucking strangle them, because you're like, you've been on these lives and now you're still saying that shit. I want to come around to your house and fucking slap you in the face, because they were listening and then they're not. The new people who've come from LOA and are hella confused, that's fine. And I will scream and yell at them too sometimes to get it through their heads. But it's frustrating, guys, when you've been here a while and you're not listening. Because the doubt is the devil. Doubt is the devil, and your doubts will kill your manifestation. That's why you guys have got to understand your word is your wand. You've got to be very fucking careful what you discuss with people. You've got to be very fucking careful what you think. I understand, Loz. I feel like I could have maybe helped my dad when he passed. Oh, it's all... It's hard, guys. Look, when they've decided they're passing, they're passing. I mean, I don't think you can have any say over that. Tell us about no free will. Guys, everyone simply reflects your thinking, okay? It's like if you think someone's going to hang on for you to see them at the hospital and they're dying, they will. Things like that. But it's about everyone reflects your dominant habitual thinking, okay? So what you send out, I'm not lovable, I'm not wanted, that will reflect in all your relationships until you change that thinking. Your thoughts about them, he's a player, he's a cheater, and then he'll be that. Your thoughts about relationships, men never commit to me, relationships never work out for me, then that will be your reality. It's your dominant habitual thinking you constantly send out, guys. It's thought transmission, gets sent to them, they start thinking it and they reflect it out. That's simply all no free will is. They have no choice but to reflect your thinking. Everyone's in their own reality, and everyone in their own reality is sending out thoughts, and people in their reality are reflecting their thinking. Over in their reality, you're reflecting their thoughts. Girl, how do you stay positive when you miss him? Guys, you've got to live in your mind. You've got to live in your mind more, guys. And if you miss them, fine, cry it out, jump back on the horse. I understand all you say, Loz. I just like listening to your lives. Still, I feel like I get stronger. Oh, wonderful, darling. Yay. Oh, yay, Lucy. Loz, I just watched your TikTok about don't break, no contact. So do I go back into contact with them? Okay, some of you are hella confused about this. I was talking about no contact, going no contact when you're together with them. It doesn't work as a manipulation tactic. If you're already in no contact and you've broken up, then no, you stay in fucking no contact. They're two different things. Please don't get this confused. I was talking about in those videos about forcing no contact upon someone as a manipulation tactic because you're already together and you think that's going to make them want you. No, don't do that. If you're already in no contact, you broke up, you stay in no contact unless you absolutely with confidence can text them or call them. I gotta go, guys. Can you please explain the appointed hour? The vision. It has its own appointed hour. It will ripen, it will flower. If it be long, wait, for it is sure and it will not be late. That is a quote from the Bible. the vision, the thing you visualize, the thing you want, the thing you imagine as true. It has its own appointed hour. You have no control over when it's going to happen. His ways are past finding out. If it be long, if it's taking ages, wait, for it is sure. It's going to happen. It is certain, and it will not be late. It'll come in the time it's meant to come. Thank you for the rose, darling. Okay. Favorite self-concept affirmations. The thing is, guys, I can have my own favorite self-concept affirmations, but they may not ring true for you. They have to be at the core of your childhood issues that are causing your reality. Mine are, I am perfect just the way I am because I have body issues. Mine are, no one compares to me because I compare myself a lot. Or no, actually, no, I don't even use no one compares to me. It's kind of like I'm the most lovable girl in the world. That's my one. I don't like compares because then I compare myself in the thought. Oh, thanks, darling. Thanks, Olympia. So, guys, please do focus on whatever is your childhood stuff. Then you do the self-concept affirmations for that. I've got a lot of self-concept affirmations saved in my Facebook, guys, in the affirmations section under self-concept. Go and look at those if you're lost. Okay, I'll give you some examples, but I'm also coming out with MP3s on my website, guys, with certain sections of like abandonment, defectiveness, abuse, ones that are key to your childhood stuff, okay? You're amazing, lots. Oh, thanks, darling. But some coaches tell to contact them because if you're talking, you shouldn't be worried. Go ahead. Go ahead. Guys, do you want my permission? I fucking don't know. Go ahead, and if you're imagining in your mind you're so confident, go contact them. But let me give you the tip, darling. I've seen so much of that fucking backfire spectacularly in people's faces because they think they're all confident and the surface confidence. And underneath there's all the fears running and the old story running. And when they contact them, it blows up in their face. Then they say, oh, but such and such from this YouTube channel said, if I feel confident about it, I'm living the end in my mind, I should be able to contact them. Yes, we haven't got rid of the old story. I appreciate and respect you, Loz. I'm doing as you said to stop. Good, Jerica. Because trust me, darling, then he'll respect you and appreciate you. Okay? You've got to respect their no, guys. If they say no, they said no. Self-concept affirmations increase my mood so much. Can you manifest something to happen on a specific date? You can, but I don't try and do that. I just don't need to affirm SP if saying what I've said won't help. I just don't need to affirm SP if saying what I've said won't help. Well, look, darling, you can do either. You can still affirm for your SP and your self-concept, but if for you, personally, I would just affirm self-concept. Okay? Just for now, for a week. Just go full-on self-concept. Then jump in with your SP next week. What are good affirmations for family treating me like I'm not smart and able? I've always been told how smart I am. I've always been given so much praise and encouragement. I've always been told how capable I am. Say those, darling. You're an Aussie icon, babe. Oh, thank you, I am Jenny Griffith. How sweet of you. How do you know if you've fully gotten rid of the old story? Because you don't think about it anymore. It doesn't pop in your mind anymore. It comes at its own time or how quickly it embeds in the subconscious. Yes, that's exactly what that quote means. The appointed hour is how long it takes you to convince your subconscious that it's true. That's how long it takes, guys. More affirmations to remove third party. Guys, what about this aren't you getting? The removing the third party is about you, focusing on you. You can focus on affirmations, get rid of the third party all you fucking like, but all you're doing is keeping the bitch in your reality. You can say things like, no one compares to me. She only reminds me of you. She only reminds you of me. She goes off and gets another life. She doesn't want you anymore, but you're still focusing on her with those. I want you to focus on you. No one compares to me because I'm the most lovable girl in the world. I don't even like no one compares to me because I am irreplaceable. I am too important to lose. Those are against third party, okay? I am so lovable. I am so wanted. Who wouldn't want me? You lose me, you lose. Every single day gets better with my SP. It took me literally only 2 weeks for new reality to show up. Oh, really, Olympia? Oh, darling, that's wonderful. Just keep pushing. Yes, darling. Great. I love it. Is it better to affirm before you sleep? You can, guys, when your monkey mind's turned off. What about I'm the only one he wants? Yes, I am the only one he wants. That's great. Guys, I just don't want you to focus on the third party in the affirmation. You understand? Oh, thanks for the fire, darling. Is scripting good to use? Visualization 70 times 7. What's 70 times 7 or 369? 77 times 7. The fuck's that? I don't know what 77 times 7 is. It's obviously something someone's taken from the Bible, which says 70 times 7. Okay? 70 times 7 in the Bible means you do it and do it and do it and do it and do it until it turns up in your reality. 369 is just something people made up that they said, Nikola Tesla said, and adopted it for manifestation when it has nothing to do with manifesting at all. He never spoke about manifestation in his whole fucking life. But guys, if you want to do it, I don't believe in that scripting shit. I'm sorry. You've been watching some idiots. Please go and watch all my videos. Scripting your affirmations, 77 by 7 and 369 does fuck all. Unless you're really thinking them while you're doing it. It's really sinking into your subconscious while you're doing it. You're meant to be fucking thinking them, darling, not writing them. Please stop watching anyone who tells you to write down your affirmations. You're a fucking idiot. Do not talk about, think about, feel about the third party. Do not even live as though they are here. Yes. Yes, darling, because you're just giving it life. When you focus on the obstacle will grow. I just did a video about this where I'm going, stop focusing on the obstacle. If you focus on the third party in an affirmation, you're keeping the bitch alive. I am desirable. That's a beautiful one. Is Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself a good book for manifesting? I've never read it. Is it Joe Dispenza? That's probably why, because I can't stand the guy. He talks about fucking vibration and love and shit, and I feel like punching him in the face. Is it his book? That's why I haven't read it. Your videos I watch every day, and lies give me peace. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Jericho. Is it true that it's better to affirm before sleep? You can, guys. You're just turning off your monkey mind. Then yes. Loz, your videos should come with a warning label because I'm getting everything I want and more. Love it, Lester loves. Love it. Yay, a warning label. Be prepared to get the life you want. A warning. There is no third party. Yes! Tongue out, please. What are you talking about? Where in Australia do you live? I want to randomly run into you when I go visit my cousins there. Oh, I'm in Perth, darling. You coming to Perth? The most isolated capital city in the entire world? Probably not. What to do about hot and cold behaviour? It's your hot and cold thinking, darling, that's causing the hot and cold behaviour. You're thinking 1 minute he loves you, 1 minute he doesn't, 1 minute he wants you, 1 minute he doesn't, 1 minute he's going to call you, 1 minute he won't. You're doing it. Stop doing that. I think anything is possible. Yes, guys. I thought you're British. Oh, thanks. I used to live it there. I'm a British citizen. Loz, I love you so much. Oh, thanks, darling. Tampons and toes. What a name. What's the best manifestation technique? There isn't one, darling. There aren't any techniques. It's simply this. As within, so without. You've got to imagine inside you, in your brain or inside you, that you are the man or woman you want to be already. That is with affirmations or visualization. You have it already. It's already here. It's already done. You step in the state of having it already, being it already. That's how all manifestation works. Sorry, people calling me, guys. Sorry. It comes at its own time. Yes. Okay, I'm scrolling down, guys. I've got to go. Yes, it's so much simpler than you think, guys. Yes. Believe you have received it and you will. It's the art of praying. It's the same fucking thing. Loz, thank you so much for everything. Oh, you're welcome, darling. What made you move back to Australia? My mum. I didn't want to. I never wanted to live here my whole life. Couldn't wait to leave. Couldn't wait to get out of this fucking joint. But now I'm here. I love it. I think, therefore I am. Yes. Yes, guys. All these quotes are saying the same fucking thing. SP is reflecting my new thoughts of myself back to me. Took 3 months. Persist. Oh, yay, Jennifer. Yes, darling. I don't know what 77 by 7 is. Neither do I. Writing the same thing 77 times for 7 days, it's brutal. That's a fucking ridiculous load of shit. Are you thinking it while you're writing it? It's just going to hurt your hand and waste fucking paper. Oh, guys, please stop. Look, you've got to understand, guys. You've got to understand. There are so many people on here who are talking about manifestation as if they're experts who don't have a fucking clue what they're talking about. They're just copying other people's videos. There are some dumb See You Next Tuesdays on here, and I don't mean that to be rude. I just mean, have they gone and read every book on manifestation? Have they actually manifested much in their lives? Are they talking to you from experience? Most of them aren't. Okay? Just be very careful you listen to here on here, guys. Very careful. Because you'll confuse yourself. I've got to go, guys. I'm starving. Any tips on how to avoid negative thoughts about our manifestation? Yes, live in the end in your mind, darling. Live up here. Stop looking at the 3D and work on your affirmations. Affirm, affirm, affirm whenever you have those negative thoughts. That's what affirmations are. New thinking, it's not an exercise. To visualize, should you listen to something? Oh, God, people are trying to call me, guys. I've really got to go. Thank you. I'll try them. What? By me keeping coming over as I have been for years of this, shit won't change. What are you talking about, Jericho? Yes, I was into LOA before I learned about law of assumption. Writing stuff down just hurt my hand. Yes, guys, just stop wasting paper. To visualize, should you listen to something and then visualize what you want to happen? You can, guys. You can listen to a guided meditation if you want and visualize while you're listening to it if that helps you. Thank you for everything. Oh, you're welcome, darling. Create your future with Arnie, Sammy Ingram, and all of Loz's videos. Yes. It's so hard to keep that thought pattern as negative thoughts keep creeping in. Well, you've got to jump in all the time. What are you thinking? All right, guys, I've got to go. Please do follow me. If you don't follow me, I go live twice daily. You never know when because you've got to follow me and press the notification bell and put on get all notifications. Then you'll know when I'm live. Okay, guys? Then do go to the Facebook group, Subconscious Loz. The link is in my bio. All these lives are saved. Then if you want one-to-one coaching with me, click the link in my bio as well. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you soon. Bye.